45, it is a curve making 45-degree angle with the x-axis, and we assume that the change in aggregate supply is according to the change in income. Means they are changing proportionally. As a result, when we draw, we are treating as, because we are learning basics. So somewhere we have to bring the constant. एक चीज कांस्टेंट होगी तभी आप दूसरे का वेरिएशन, जैसे जब आपने लॉ ऑफ डिमांड पढ़ा था तो यू वर कीपिंग अदर फैक्टर्स कांस्टेंट, यू आर स्टडीइंग ओनली द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन प्राइस एंड डिमांड. ओके, सेम थिंग इज हियर. सो वन थिंग वी आर फिक्सिंग एंड दैट इज आवर AS, which is aggregate supply. We also call it expenditure, we also call it income. Followed everybody till here? Okay. Now, and this is also we call it as a line of reference, because we are taking it as a standard line and then we are trying to develop our concept. Followed? So this AS is your aggregate supply curve, which you have to remember, it will be drawn always making 45-degree angle with both the axes. Okay. Another thing which you have to remember while drawing your diagram, be very particular that first thing you do when you draw your X and Y, put the names. If you are not putting the names, your curve is useless. Because there are so many, thousands and thousands of curves in the economics, and they are representing one or the other concepts. So you have to be very particular, and from your examination point of view, there are marks on this also. Getting it? So one mark is there. Even if you draw everything is correct, then still you get less marks. Why? Just because there may be something lacking in the. Okay, this is clear. Now, aggregate demand curve is this, which is C plus I. Aggregate demand is C plus. This is C plus S. Now these two meet at point E. This is equilibrium point. And when we join it to the income level, so your OY level of income is the equilibrium level of income. Is this clear? At this, what is happening? Okay. Now,
Seema, here just to tell them why we start AS with 0.
just turn your page and see that schedule where we have taken AS.
It is there also.
Yes.
Here also.
What do you find? Aggregate supply. What did I say? When we were dealing with the consumption, even at the zero level of income, there will be certain amount of consumption, and that's why your C plus I curve starts from 0, not from 0. But supply, aggregate supply follows your income. As is the income in the economy, same is your aggregate supply in the economy. And that's why the supply schedule starts from 0, so your curve starts from 0. And your, see the aggregate demand, which is C plus I. And why this is C plus I? Investment to constant. But when both are added, so even at the zero level of income, there is certain amount of consumption, and that's why your AD curve is above this, means that is at start. Is this clear? Very clear?
Yes.
This is your equilibrium level of income, income and employment and output, where AD is equal to AS. If suppose, why this is an equilibrium, that too should be known to you. In anybody, supposingly there is another level of income, Y1, this one. Can anybody explain this? Now, supposedly, why I am saying that OY is the only level which is the equilibrium. Why not OY1 level as the equilibrium? The first answer is that they are not equal to each other, and our condition says that AD should be equal to AS, and that's why. Okay, true. But what is the actual situation here? Why this position do not remain as an equilibrium? मतलब ये situation why this does not exist? ऐसा क्यों नहीं होता इकोनॉमी में? क्यों हम E पर ही equilibrium पा रहे हैं? The reason is that from here till here we are touching which aggregate demand. So this means you are having T and Y1. This is your, what is AD? AD is T Y1. And let us take S. What is your AS? See, for any point when you are drawing a perpendicular, the distance of that curve till the x-axis gives you that much amount of aggregate demand, and then where it is touching the supply curve, that distance gives us aggregate supply. Now what is happening? It is S Y1. This is clear? Which is greater? So AD is greater than AS. Clear? Now at this point what is happening? AD is greater than AS. Means in an economy, there is a great demand for goods and services which economy is not able to supply. So immediately the production will increase and it will try to adjust itself in such a way that again the economy is started. Same thing happens if we take any other level which is at O by 2. Now the situations are reversed. How? Aggregate supply is more and demand is less. Means the things are there in the economy, that there are unsold stocks with the producer, the things are not being sold in the economy because there is no demand. So now what will happen? The producers will stop production for a time being, whatever is there that will be brought in the market with the lower price. As a result the demand will come up and again both will meet at this same point, and that's why this E point or the point where AD and AS are equal to each other is treated as equilibrium level. Now when we are writing in the examination there is lot to write and the time is less, so always stick to your word limit. When this aggregate, if you get a question like determine the equilibrium level of income, employment and output by AD and AS approach or by C plus I approach, then do first thing, take what is AD. You just give the statement in the beginning that equilibrium level is determined at a place where AD at that level of output, where aggregate demand and aggregate supply are equal to each other. Then you explain aggregate demand, short. Then you explain and you will explain aggregate demand how with the level of curve that it goes on increasing in the proportionate way. Then you will explain about the aggregate supply, defining aggregate supply and how aggregate supply we are taking it like that. And then you will come, the third heading will be of determination of equilibrium. In that case, you will draw this diagram and then you will explain the situation. And if you put the habit of practicing by framing an answer and writing, it will finish it within the 10 minutes the required time for completing 6 marks question. So learn in that way so that it works. So this approach is clear? Very clear? We will proceed to another one, saving and investment approach. Saving and investment approach. Now, just now we will take the help of AD and AS approach. To derive, to come to this level, we have studied about the consumption function. This we have studied about the saving also, how saving changes. It starts in the beginning, the saving is negative, then becomes 0, then it gives the positive function. Then we are having investment also. In the beginning only I told you that here we deal with autonomous investment, which is constant at all levels of income. So let us come to this concept. We will take the help of first approach, AD and AS approach. Because in the ADS and that approach, what is happening at equilibrium? AD is equal to AS. Clear? Now what is AD? AD is? No, what is C plus I. Yes. And what is AS? C plus S. Both are equal. So what you will do? You will equate C plus S. So by this approach, what we are getting, what concept we are getting? The equilibrium level of income, employment and output by saving and investment approach is obtained at that level of output or income where saving and investment are equal to each other. Getting the point? So in a way, this equilibrium is a two-fold equilibrium. Two-fold in the sense, at the same time, on one part, AD and AS are equal to each other, and at the same time, the saving and investment are also equal to each other. Clear? So both the approaches are clear. See, when you are writing an answer, you have to be very clear, very sure, and very direct. If you draw stories and write all these things, you will not get answer. If you are very direct, you will get the marks. So be direct. When if it is asked about this approach, then just come to saving and put the heading saving investment approach and write down. We can derive this approach through the past approach, which is AD and AS approach. Then in that approach, what happens? The equilibrium is arrived at AD equal to S. Then draw this equation and show this that I is equal to S. Simple with the diagram also. Now in this case, since savings are negative, your saving curve will go from the negative quadrant. Okay? So your x-axis and y-axis will be of different nature. is this curve? Which is this curve? Investment curve. Yes, very good. Why it is parallel to x-axis? Yes, because it is autonomous investment and it is constant at all levels of income. So we are having investment curve like this. Then our saving will start from the negative. This is your negative and this is your positive coordinate of y-axis. Okay. So your saving will start from here. And this is the point E where what is happening? I is equal to this. This is the point what is happening to here? Saving is 0. You remember the saving now starting from minus 30, minus 15, then 0, 40 in that way. So that is the negative part, minus part is coming here, then the 0, it is touching the x-axis and then the positive part. So equilibrium again we will put a perpendicular and this. So OY level is the level where what is happening? Saving and investment are equal to each other and this is the level which we were interested in, which we were searching. Means our equilibrium level of income, output and employment. Through which approach? Through saving and investment approach. So if you draw figure in your mind ki how we have to take it, saving negative hota hai, so automatically it will come. It's not difficult. In a sense you have to learn such a lot. Have you followed it now? Yes. Again I am repeating. You start your saving and investment approach with the help of aggregate demand and aggregate supply approach. We very well know that in that approach, at equilibrium, AD is equal to AS. Then what is AD? Tell that. What is AS? Tell that. Then equate them. Simple. You get isotones. Now, why this E point or why this OY level is again an equilibrium level of income? Take another level. Supposing we are taking again Y1 level. Now, this is a part of what? Saving. This is the part of investment. What is more? Investment is more, but saving is less. So both are deviating the law which says that they should be equal to each other. Means producers are investing, such a law. But since savings are not there, the things are not being purchased by the people. Saving is not there. You getting it? So automatically this will not remain as an equilibrium level. The investment will come down. Producers will be forced to bring down the investment level. Investment will come down. Saving will boost up. Investment कम होगा लोग तक पैसा, then it will boost up and again the equilibrium will be reached. When you take any level beyond this OY level, beyond this equilibrium level, then what will happen? This time your saving will be more and investment will be less. Means people are more interested in keeping money with them rather than investing. Again, now the production will be increased. Means again that what will happen? Investment is less. So this equilibrium is getting disturbed. So this system will automatically adjust itself in such a way that investment will come down, savings will come down, investment will be increased, and again that equilibrium is operating at a point where I is equal to S. So in this way, we come to the last, that determination of income and employment and output.